Shooting me enough.
I just want it down a little bit more, so your head's more center. You've got a center-sized head. That's good. Get the boys in the picture. Get the boys. Hello, Ryan Casey. How you doing? Let me get the... Where's the chat doc? View. Docs. Chat. Is tick. Where is it, though? Now, Miyamoto trapped Gabriel in the Gameboy dimension.
No!
He stole his soul.
I called in. I pirated one too many Nintendo games. It finally caught up to me. Finally got me. No one tells you that Miyamoto can teleport. He just can't. He won't explain how either. Just boop, suddenly he's just there. I mean, I maintain that it is worth it to play the Metroid Prime trilogy with mouse look. You know? It's good.
I'll make that other one stay on top of that other one.
No, I don't care if, like, fucking Miyamoto banished me to the goddamn pixel realm.
I'd like to live in the pixel realm. I feel it would be a simpler time, you know?
It is. You know who's nice? Princess Daisy.
Yeah,
Lovely,
she's
lovely girl.
Yeah, in the Game Boy, like, black and white dimension, she's a lot less loud.
She's still goddamn loud.
So we're playing a
Hello,
game
women folk.
called Battlefield 2042. I've been mildly excited for this because I play the Battlefields and I have fond memories of the Battlefields. It's something I grew up on.
It's kind of interesting now because these, you know, aren't the shit that gets discussed anymore. You know, this got supplanted by, like, fucking Fortnite and the MOBAs in terms of, like, the more obvious public. Like,
Yeah.
like 10 years ago, it was COD and Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like, that was all you fucking heard about. And now, they're kind of like almost their own little niche. Like, they're not as small as fighting games, obviously, because let's face it. But, you know.
Yeah, because it's crazy because, you know, you've got Battlefield.
Yeah. Because I'd hear about the Battlefields when they came out. Like,
the people who, like, this is too arcadey. This is the COD of war games, essentially. So then you've got a shitload of other, you know, more...
People still playing the mod of 2.
In-depth ones that are more realistic, the more simulation style. So there's people playing those ones. So then, yeah, the Battlefield people get drawn away to things like COD Warzone that has, you know, more people and more action all the time. That's what, then they get that sort of giant, still Battlefield feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Battlefield did do, like, COD was more squads and Battlefield was more big fucking...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. This has got a mode called Battlefield Portal, which is kind of what people are going nuts about. Okay. And Portal lets you make Battlefield the way you want.
Okay.
If you want to make it like Bad Company 2, you can.
All right.
You can, you know, you can...
So you're not just in the... Oh, okay, right. So you're just not just in the future or whatever.
Yeah. So...
You can have your little helmets.
You can...
And your
you can just play... These are kind of like... So that's 1942 classic. That's as back to classic gameplay, back to how it was. Bad Company 2 Rush mode, which was a mode that was made in the Bad Company series. Then you've got Battlefield 3, and they've got 2 maps from each one.
Which was the one on the GameCube? I played a lot of that, I think. That might have been Call of... No, that was Call of Duty, actually, yeah.
So then you can join people's, you can make your own ones.
See, options, you know.
So you go to portal.com, battlefield.com, and then you make it.
Okay.
You make it. You set your own rules. This is the first time I've launched the game, so I'm just seeing these things for the first time too. You can host these.
We're gonna make a server where you can speak in nothing but slurs. Gonna have to see, that would be funny because people would have to actually turn that shit into a language. You know, They'd actually have to work a way around it.
Alright, let me just make sure my shit is field of view 55. No, thank you.
I mean, I don't know how much of it would be like COD or Battlefield shooting themselves in the foot. There's just cycles. Like something, nothing stays on top forever.
And it's also the fact that you're trying to satiate a market that's always ever growing and people outgrowing things. And, the thing is, you could make the hottest game on earth and in 8 months it could be dead. Like you don't know that it's so
It'll happen to
hard to
Fortnite
tell.
eventually. Whatever the next fucking thing comes along, God only knows. I wonder if bullet hells will never be top again because they are, from the ground up, a fucking difficult experience.
I'm glad they made these toggles a bit more noticeable. On the beta, they were kind of very... Still when you highlight it, still is a bit which one's which. Actually, which one is which?
I think that's off.
Yeah. Auto. I like having auto and then seeing everything on ultra. That's satisfying.
It is. It is.
Can we go past ultra?
I feel like because I don't want anything past ultra, all right? Because already high should be high, but it isn't. There's ultra. And it's like, all right, we all fucking,
I've got HBO A and HBO full, but I don't have HBO Max. Fuck
God
is this?
fucking damn it.
I don't want that on. DLS, I definitely want on.
Conan's got a new show coming to HBO Max. Undertale was a really good little approach. That little bullet hell thing that it had was a really good way of adding like an action component to a turn-based RPG. Because RPG is always kind of, they always go, oh, okay, now you gotta tap buttons and do things because it's not just a turn-based, and it's like, I mean, it can just be turn-based, especially if you're using retro-style graphics. It can just be turn-based. It's fine.
Grenade.
I played the Toho Luna Nights, the Metroidvania someone made on it. Toho fascinates me. Like, I like the history of it. I got a housemate that I don't think plays it, but is really engaged in, like, the oddity of the world around it. I think it's fascinating that the guy hasn't gotten any better at drawing weird little girls.
Fucking fair enough. What's the other thing I need? Melee. There it is. Huzzah.
Because I just like turn-based. Like, if I want a turn-based game, I'll play a fucking. You don't need to make it not
Do you
turn-based.
reckon this thing will support the flight stick?
I mean, probably, but I feel like that's.
It didn't in the beta.
Where are you gonna get that fucking, spaced? I mean, it has pilot in the fucking thing, so I reckon you could probably. I mean, I feel like you're asking for trouble.
I am nothing but trouble.
Yeah. I have frequently said you are a 1989 fucking Chevy Chase movie. Dan Aykroyd's one and only director.
That comes up on Reddit.
Really?
I think it's the...
Man, I saw it on VHS in like 1990 or 1991.
Effect,
like,
when you know of something, you see it more.
I mean, I've seen it pop up occasionally, but like
I see the picture of Dan Aykroyd taking off his nose a lot.
Huh.
That gif is around.
This was a guy that was like Saturday Night Live royalty, and for good reason.
I really want to watch it again.
He was a guy that Monty Python said would have, if they were to ever add like another, would have been like the, would have been Aykroyd.
He's a crackhead.
And it's what you get for naming your kid Dan Crackroyd. I think about that, like how celebrities have their fucking booze, but now like celebrities have their weed, and it's the celebrities that expect to have their weed too. Like that's one thing I like is like, I mean, granted, like there's still fucking shitloads of, non-violent drug offenders in prison that really should fucking let out and maybe, I don't know, give some fucking cash back to. But like, seeing like Willie Nelson with like a weed strain of his own, and it's like, yeah, that feels like something that should have happened. Like back in fucking 2000, man, like, dream of the day when you could try some like actual Cypress Hill weed.
Yeah.
Put the chat back up. I can't see what the nitwits are saying. I know, it just went away. I'm not the king of the things. There we go. Wasn't Fortnite supposed to be something Indian weird? Like, wasn't it just some fucking thing until it just went off? Like,
It was a sort of base building style survival PvE game.
I mean, the difference between, like, most vodka, any vodka you can commercially buy in a country with rules is gonna be good vodka. It's like vodka's just short of a fucking base chemical composition. Like, there's not a lot you can do to vodka, really, you know?
Alright, let's see. Might have to restart.
Oh, you shenanigoid.
I hope it works. It probably won't.
It seems like a lot to use mouse and to be like, okay, shifting into pilot mode. Whee! Like, I mean, all right. Like, I'd try,
That's
I suppose.
how we used to do it back in the day, dude.
Fucking
you used to
maniac.
sit there with your stick, and as soon as you got in the stick, you swiped your motherfucking keyboard off the table. Stick that stick down.
Out of the way. Again, you know, 20 years ago, man, like, you know, sitting there fucking smoking weed and like, fucking, you know.
20 years ago, I was 13. Not smoking weed.
Yeah, I was 18 and smoking weed. You're like, one day it'll be fucking, you know, legal. One day fucking... The fact that America beat Australia to the punch, and that's not surprising exactly because Australia is a pathetic follower country. What's surprising is that there hasn't been a stronger movement here to do it as well, you know? Weird.
That's probably going to disappear for a second.
Like, you can flavor vodka. Like, it is a thing, but it's also something generally that comes after the fact. Like, you know, you just...
Just give me a sec.
We still streaming? Or...
Yeah, we're still going. I just was changing a video.
You know, so there'll be a lot of things going on about, like, the purity of their vodka. And, like, you know, I have had everything from, you know, home-stilled poutine or whatever. No, it's not poutine. Fucking something starting with P. Yeah, it's brutal. To, you know, because my friend worked for, like, major booze companies as a brand ambassador. You know, Zach, baby, it's, you know, the world is full of triggers, man. You know, I still have mine, but I don't tell people about them. It's not anyone else's business, really.
No worky durky. I'd have to do like a...
you have to map it to somebody else.
I'd have to do like a joypad emulation. Fuck around with that some other time. Also, can I... Just a sec, guys. The stream will go down for a sec. I just got to change the resolution. We'll be back in 1 sec. That's cool. Alright, we should be back, guys.
Boom.
Boom. For some reason, I can't actually cancel that now because I probably unplugged the controller.
That's funny.
That's cool. Also, can I turn the origin overlay off, please? And thank you.
Does Dan Aykroyd actually believe that aliens won't contact us because 9/11 happened? Because it's hard. It can be hard to nail down the nut jobs on what they actually think sometimes, you know, because they'll use these obfuscating layers of, you know, faux irony to hide how fucking batshit insane they actually are. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Hold fog symbol to clear. Where's the fog key?
Because the thing is, in a narrative sense, a lot of these things can be fun, but, you know, it's like religions. They're fun to learn about. Fun myths. If you believe in them, you're a nut job.
You know, I've always thought about that term.
Nut job?
Yeah. What is a nut job?
I am kind of, I mean, I was thinking, it's like, why nut? Why would nut? And I'm thinking perhaps because they can be cracked. So that it might connect to cracked in some way. You know,
I think you're right, yeah.
Would connect back to defective in some form.
Peanut farmer.
Yeah.
I've got to farm me peanuts, English.
It costs so much money to file down Aykroyd's head for Ghostbusters. Is the nut job a 2013 Will Arnett vehicle? Fuck, I gotta check that out. Yeah, like I've always known he was like enthusiastic about the ghost thing, and his dad was some kind of fucking, you know,
let's play some
con
Rush.
man in related to that shit. But like, it's hard to tell because again, there can be people who are really enthusiastic about this stuff because it's kind of fun and novel. I mean, really, these days, like the, you know, the conspiracy lunatics have made it no fun anymore. I don't think so, no. I don't think it matters that much. I mean, as long as you can hear it. I don't care. You know, I don't think I'm going to be missing out on much. I mean, I like the idea of, like, if I could be a ghost, that'd be interesting. Like, I like the idea of hanging around and seeing what's going on. Like, I want to see what happens. You know, I don't like having the fucking story cut before I get to see the fucking end of it.
I am the squad leader. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Waiting for players to join. It'll put me on a server by myself. Just players.
That's good old-fashioned conquest.
How do I know?
I don't know, Aaron. You know, you're the battle. Oh, yeah, I remember Battlefield now, actually.
Oh, this is sick.
I didn't play one of them. I don't remember which.
This is like Bad Company. This is insane. I remember these weapons and stuff. This was fun as fuck. Grenade, defib.
Electro chest. It's crossplay if, like, the company's big enough to just demand it and have their own servers or something, isn't it?
I don't know. I'd have no clue on those things.
Those objectives.
Don't let them hold the objectives. Destroy them.
I mean, I don't think something's got to be unique to be good. I mean, granted, I feel like a lot of these games could probably really just be, I mean, this stage almost like long, like, you know. Diddly-dee. I don't know what that was. I don't know why it made that noise. Are you able to see us, children of the internet?
Can you hear us, Billy? Billie Jean, you're not my lover. You're just a girl. You said that, ow, that's my bum.
Ow.
Dude, how many bullets have to put in you, motherfucker?
Yeah. Listen to my bullets, sir. You're being very rude right now.
Alright, that's an out of combat area. My defibs.
Hey,
Yeah,
get
well,
yourself
that's,
up for
you know,
that shit.
Aaron did set us to Giga Maximum, so I don't know. Maybe YouTube was lying, Aaron. We can't handle that much. I mean, I don't know. You know. Is Tom Clancy still alive?
No. He died.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think I remember hearing about that.
Alright.
I mean, somewhere out there is Tom Clancy's tombstone.
Yeah, I actually want to visit that.
Yeah, I wonder if it's Tom Clancy's Tom Clancy tombstone. That's funny. I never read any Tom Clancy. Actually, I don't know. I may have flipped through one a little bit.
Do not see shadows. Is there really no shadows? It feels wrong.
What's the shadow law?
Graphics quality, texture filtering, lighting quality. Oh, I guess that's tied into shadows.
Like it's
for fuck's sake, like
yeah, light and shadows.
yeah. Why do they fucking bundle them?
I mean, I don't know. Like in terms of fiction, it's not really something I'd engage in. I mean, it's the same as like really just straight, you know, political thriller action films. I just find them very boring.
Where are you, you motherfuckers? I'm in the big tank. I'm not driving the tank, I'm just the gunner.
Yeah, I'm at that stage, you know, where it's like, and I was at that stage fairly early because I read a lot as a child, but like, I like very distinct prose and largely quite unusual settings and things.
Wait.
I mean, this shit's barely interesting to watch, let alone fucking read about. Jesus Christ. Although now I am kind of curious as to how... I mean, I'd read a Tom Clancy comedy book. You know, might be one out there somewhere. Like, I'm kind of curious as to, like, how he writes an action sequence like this, you know? In my head, all I can see is, and then the machine gun was like, bracka, 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 bracka. Because writing action is tricky. Achoo! Stephen King sure can write a lot. I've tried to get through it several times, but fuck me running, I always tap out quite early.
Why is that?
He just writes a lot. Like, I feel like I'd probably...
What do you mean? What do you mean by a lot? Like, I've never read a Stephen King. Like,
it is like fucking Dune thick when it shouldn't be Dune thick.
Okay, so like, is he just doing a lot of describing, or is there too much like story? Like, why? Like, what's the feeling the a lot?
Yeah, I feel like there's just too much excess shit.
Okay.
So, you know, like, I feel like I'd enjoy his, you know, probably his shorts a bit more. Like, I read his book about writing, which was interesting.
Summarize every book for a revolving cast, usual suspects, track cast, terror in America, spoil, expand reasons. Wait. Oh, that's my teammate. Sorry.
Like, yeah, I mean, you know. Yeah, that's the other, because he does legitimately not remember writing Cujo. Because I looked at it. Yeah, like, because he was...
You don't remember writing a fucking book?
He discovered, it was after he got really successful, right?
Right.
And he hit like, because the thing about publishing is like most people don't make fucking any money unless you get so big you become a giant name that they can put at the top of a fucking, you know, paperback at an airport. So after a while, it didn't matter what Stephen King wrote. What mattered was Stephen and King were on top of the fucking, you know, thing. And around that period, Stephen King discovered cocaine. And so he could go on a fucking shocker of a bender, pump out some fucking garbage, put it out, and make fuck tons of money.
Right.
And to be fair, it is tough to argue against doing that. You know, it's like, no, you should, like, you know, lay off the fucking amazing motivation confidence powder.
So the reason Bad Company 2 was different and Rush was different was us as the US, we're pushing the map. So they can't take portions back. It's not like Conquest where there's just flags everywhere.
Okay.
We've got to push up and take objectives once we have the map shifts and keeps pushing.
Okay.
Which was
we're scooching them over.
Yeah, which is a big departure, you know, because like it can take longer to get to the battlefield, but the like staying alive is more important. You know, as you can see, like players take a little bit more to die. It just fights are a bit longer. The combat just feels very satisfying.
That's the thing. I feel like I understand the hyper-realism people, and that's fine, but I feel like for, you know, that's a very different kind of fun, you know?
And this is insane, because, like, I played the shit out of Bad Company 2, and this is literally Bad Company 2. Like, in look, in sounds, it's insane.
Oh, my titty. I got shot in the titty.
This guy's coming to rev me.
Oh, titty.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, if it worked like that, war would be a lot more fun. On the inside or the outside?
They're upstairs.
Okay. War seems very confusing. I don't think it's my thing. What was that one that had the was it Tribes that had the fucking wild fucking surfing basically? I think it was Tribes. I don't think I've seen any Tom Clancy movies either. Actually, no, I probably haven't. Just didn't know it was a Tom Clancy movie.
Hey, don't
like,
worry about me.
Oh no, that was my team, motherfuckers.
You've gone to American heaven now.
Yay. I mean, no.
Cost you 50 Jesus points to upgrade to platinum heaven.
How do you get Jesus points?
Oh, you know, Aaron, you should have listened to more televangelists. You know, you gotta buy the silver that they want you to fucking put in your bumhole. They want you to you gotta fucking, you know, just give them money occasionally, like just for shits and giggles. And they'll mail you some like a certificate for Jesus points that you can take with you to St. Peter.
Cool.
And he scans the you know, Q code.
Wait. Oh, what was that? Sniper.
Those things have to go. Like those are like the. I feel like people don't really realize that those fucking mega churches are like a real big part of the problem.
Where is sniper? That's got Magnum in the name.
I wonder what the best Tom Clancy novel is. I'm curious now. Because, like, you know, I could read before I was 4. So, like, by the time...
Tom Clancy in the Chocolate Factory. That's that. Oh, yeah, snipers had mortar strikes. Fucking broken. Just go like this, just lock on it, just mortars. Just like bullet...
See, that seems fun, you know? Like, I like the idea of, like, the war being a bit further away from me. Okay, I'm gonna Google best Tom Clancy novel. Let's see what comes up.
Can you franchise the church? Yes. At the authentic church.
He kind of looks like I expected.
Come on, we're down to half our men.
Yeah, see, okay, I have seen, like, because, like, The Hunt for Red October, Clear and Present Danger. Like, my granddad loved those movies. This is what I mean. This is all, like, old white guy who maybe read cowboy books when he was younger, you know? It's the shit. It's the dude version of, like, chick lit, you know? Like, fucking romances and shit. The Tom Clancy, like, for a woman having an emotion described for, like, 4 pages, it's Tom Clancy explaining how a gun works, and it's... None of them, like, seldom ever are any of them well written. I mean, Hunt for Red October seems well regarded.
I can bean that guy.
How many Tom Clancy books are there? I'm fucking curious now.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
He sticks to what he knows best, and what he knows best is not very good. I'd much prefer his otherworld counterpart, Clancy Tom. Come on. Ah, fucking, come on. Come on now. There he is. Got him. Right on the tits.
Just fucking tell me where he's fucking, how many books the cunt's written, alright? Jesus Christ.
It's the internet. You can't get a straight answer. Well, actually, he's got 3 unreleased books. Shut up. Tom Clancy. Tom Clancy. Corn to Pantsy.
Yeah, fucking Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, like that was. I mean, I remember like the fucking the order of the Tom Clancy books. Okay. I just read the word Ryan verse because it's got that fucking character in it.
Jesus.
Jack Ryan.
That explosive charge planted.
That hurts. That hurts my brain.
Hey man, what are you doing? Get back here!
I mean, like, look. Just fucking number of books. At least 8? There were that many books in the list of the Ryan verse. Fuck you, Google, you useless cunt. I am so upset about that. There are 9 Rainbow Six books. Written over 5,000 books. Eventually, the books were just writing themselves.
What the fuck? That was weird.
I feel like Tom Clancy books would write themselves the same way the fucking fairies in fucking Berserk would make them other fairies into fucking beetle monsters and shit. By raping each other. Adult attack, adult attack.
No! Forget about me!
I feel like the most Berserk thing to do was die before he finished writing those. I mean, to be fair, Jack Ryan's been showing up in books for fucking ever. I just find, like, Ryan in, like, I don't know if it's everywhere, but in, like, fucking Australia, that's the name, you know, you'd expect to see for, like, the student teacher who's doing phys ed and isn't that bright.
Mm.
No, it isn't a powerful name in this country.
Really not.
Enemy infantry spotted!
I mean, I'm curious about his prose, you know, like that's a big thing for me, like, so, and I recognize it's also a little bit of a me thing, and that's fair. I do get, I'm a little snooty about my prose. Alright, let's go to libgen.is.
I got him!
Nice.
Moving like a fucking duck. Ow.
Got him. It's not a powerful name in any country. Alright, we'll do Hunt for Red October. I'll look that up. Hunt for
Hunt
Red
for
October.
Ryan October.
I mean, cause like, imagine if all of your shit is like Cold War, and then you wake up in the 90s and like, oh yeah, the Cold War's over, and you're like, oh shit.
Hmm.
This mission is locked. Pull out now.
Defeat. You know? That's my whole thing.
I am not overconfident. I'm just better than everyone else. Well, well, well. That was fun.
Bring back the Rus. The ghillie suit makes him look like those Japanese girls that have the fringe that completely covers their eyes. They can't see.
I've been promoted.
I mean, I feel like you can be patriotic and still hate your fucking government. Like, I don't think those two are necessarily, Tom Clancy, The Hunt for Red October. Alright. Alright, come on. Yep. Come on, let's, Okay, so the chapters are just labeled like the first day, the second day, all the way up to the 18th day. So you know this man means business. Several businesses.
A gaggle of businesses?
Captain First Rank Marco Ramius of the Soviet Navy was dressed for the Arctic conditions, normal to the Northern Fleet submarine base at Polyarny. Ugh. So that's the thing, all of this shit is like, the whole point of a lot of this fiction is that the prose but you can't feel it in any way because it's not for that. You know, these are books written for people who don't read.
What's Fiesta? Oh, that's interesting. Let's try the classic.
Probably Snowden. I mean, it's a true fucking principle, you know. It's a suspicious government that would want to, you know, associate itself as being the only pure version of that country and anything else being like an alien alternative.
Is this where Lawrence of Arabia was?
Maybe? Are you in Arabia? I refuse to call it fucking Saudi Arabia. Fuck the
Where's Arabia?
Saudis.
Is that in Egypt?
Man down!
It's Egypt's in Africa, Arabia's on the other lump, but they're close. And because of the Islamic expansion in like the, I want to say 1400s, there's a lot of cultural like overlap.
Right. Apply. Oh. I'm in the car. Boop, boop. Honk.
North Africa, right. It's either the 1400s or the 1100s. I'm pretty sure it's the 1400s. I mean, it's an interesting history. Like,
Oh.
the history of the Arabian peoples, now that we're on that. I can't remember who that's by, though. I gotta look that up. Hang on.
We keep attacking and they keep losing reinforcements.
George
That's what got
Arabia.
me to, yeah. By A. Arabia. That's the history of the Arab peoples, that's right. A history of the Arab peoples. There we are. Al-Turani and Malis Ruthven.
Oh, I could get a plane, but they're all like dusted up.
So it's kind of interesting because, like, a big thing we don't think about it much these days because modernity has kind of like made a mockery about a lot of like how religions start. But like in the olden days, you know, can't just be saying, "Oh yeah, God loves me and I'm, you know, fucking it," a lot. Like it wasn't like, you know, that rare a thing. And then every now and then, dumb luck would line up and make a guy look like he knew what he was talking about. Like a big part of like fucking, you know, because the early Islamic. I suppose it'd be a caliphate. I can't remember what they called themselves. But they managed to win a lot of fights that they really fucking shouldn't have. And like that is enough in ancient times to make people just assume God's on your side.
Right. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like, God's on my side. And you go, oh, bullshit. And then, you know, you fucking manage to knock over a way better army. They're like, oh, okay, God's on that guy's
Well, that's
side.
why, like, they made sacrifices and shit before they went into battle. And
Yeah.
shit.
So like they were attacking out of basically a desert where nobody thought anything was going to come from. And that's why they were winning, was because they were just like, oh, nothing's going to come from this side. And then suddenly like really motivated guys came from that side. And it's like, oh shit.
1942. Most of it was on legs. Yeah, pretty much. The fucking sand effect's nice.
Yeah, Ravi, I just couldn't remember whether or not that was like the term for it at the time or, you know, sort of a later word. Although it probably has like, you know, language roots that apply to leadership
Where's
structures
the
that
battle? I got me Thompson.
have nothing to specifically do with Islam.
Oh! Oh, sweet.
I mean, honestly, the prediction thing isn't even that hard. There are whole companies whose job it is to, you know.
I want to get on. Oh, you fucker.
I want to ride.
Get in. Let's go.
Oh, okay. It was named for the. Was it a title? Was it? Did it predate Islam or was it something that came with Islam? I'm assuming it predated Islam.
I want to get my racing wheel force feedback working with this.
You could be like fucking. What's his name? Fucking Ryan Gosling in the movie Drive. You know, you get the glove and shit, and
Yeah.
you're acting all hardcore, but you're like this lunatic who only does the vehicles in fucking Battlefield. Yeah, I mean, that's just a lot of the anti-Semitic shit's just also another weird quirk of history. Because people forget, like, you know, Judaism is really, really fucking old. Like, nobody considers Christians as, like, an ethnicity, you know?
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay, so it was...
dun, 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 dun.
The Caliph as a role, or Caliph as the word? Was post-Muhammad. That's the point I'm trying to sort of...
Oh, sweet, we got a motorcade.
It really, yeah. Like, I will say, Ryan Gosling, unable to process complex emotions, is... You know, it speaks to me on a certain level.
Control the majority of the sectors.
I don't know where to go.
Oh man, you know, just you know, it's the open road, Aaron. You got to be not thinking about, like, you know, where you're going, but like how you're gonna get there.
I'm in
like,
a desert.
Shit. Oh yeah, there's not really anywhere you can go in a desert. I don't know. I haven't read that much about, like, I kind of went through a period where I was really interested in like the details of religion, but then after a while it just got fucking pointless because A, it is ridiculously complicated, like, and like, you know, it's like trying to be one of those fucking Marvel or DC lore things. What would be on the island of Gabetopia?
Routine.
A fusion drive that can't be turned into a weapon.
Can be turned into a sex toy, though. You didn't say that.
It can be turned into a sex toy. I'll accept that.
You can either choose one or the other. Weapon or sex toy. Can't be both. Can be a weaponized sex toy, though. That's all.
Oh, yeah, no, like, right, like, later on in 2049, like, such a fucking good film. So many great bits in it. So fucking beautiful. The moment where...
Oh, shit.
The lady replicant says to him, "Oh, you thought it was you." It's just,
That's so funny.
Still though, why? I mean, if you can like breed...
Dude, this thing doesn't turn. Like,
yeah, it's like a truck
crack.
from the 20s, man. It's like fucking, you know... You're lucky it's running. I mean, when my great-granddad went to war, they had a donkey, you know? Oh, you thought it was you. That experience, that oh, you thought it was you, and realizing that it isn't, is something every human has to go through. You have to feel that sensation. That's growth and maturity and development. Okay. I mean, was it tied to Islam, though, or was it like... Is it something that just kind of came in via the language, you know? Like,
take us to sea. What do you think?
steering was invented in 1930, yeah. Before that, you just had to punch a horse. Arabic word for successor. All right, cool. All right, interesting.
Enemy is occupying almost every sector.
Yeah, I've seen Dune, Robbie. It was good, but like,
Whoa!
still another one of those situations where, you know, watching it all I can think is, this should have been a TV series. Like one of those big premiere ones, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's that thing, like all the stuff because, you know, I was talking to you about it the other day when you were asking me questions about, like, you know,
Yeah, because I've never read Dune.
Yeah, like, and it's like, there's lots of stuff, you know, that is, it's not vital, but it fleshes a lot of the things out and makes it better, you know? It's like there's this coffee place where I used to live in fucking Windsor. Oh, fuck, I miss it, because that used to be my little, like, treat myself breakfast nook. And they did scrambled eggs with this truffle oil that they made on site. And like, I like scrambled eggs, you know, lightly fucking cooked, nice, you know, fucking scrambled eggs. You can do it simply, you know, it's usually how I have it. But fuck me, this truffle oil just did something to it. And it was just insane. Like, I would just sit there with it in my mouth for just a while. You know, just like, oh, I'm not chewing it, I'm just letting this happen. Don't want it to end. And that's what a lot of the little filler bits in Dune are. You don't need them to understand the movie. Fuck me running so much of it, it adds so much. Like, there are one or two bits that, like, annoyed me, like, and that I think are errors. Whoever the fuck in the goddamn Harkonnen army is firing a laser at a shielded ornithopter should be summarily executed. Because that's a no-no. Fucking not firing a goddamn laser at a Holtzman shield, god damn it. That said, the lasers as depicted were great. I love the hyper-realism of the lasers. Where it's literally like a Blu-ray, but like it cuts through a wall. Which I think you can do. You just need a power source and like a fucking emitter that can handle that, you know? I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've read any of the Brian Herbert stuff. I've heard it's not very good. I'd be hesitant to entirely make that decision without actually giving it a shot, but I mean, considering, you know, how Frank's stuff went, like, I figure it's like you got enough covered, like, you know. Once you're dealing with a fully evolved worm god making decisions about what the species should be doing with itself, in light of being functionally the only sapient life running around the universe, I figure you're covered, you know. I haven't played the Dune board game, although the Dune PC game is the only strategy game I've ever played to completion. Actually beat the damn thing.
Down you go, you prat. Here.
So like, you know, things like the lore behind why they're using hand-to-hand, like, is really good. And it adds a lot. Also, for all the talk they had about the fucking hand-to-hand, it's another situation where, you know, they're in a bit of a rush. They can't give these fight scenes their due. They can't fucking, you know... We see them, we see these big bits, we see enough of the fun to get the drama and the immensity and the scale of it. We don't get to see the details of why the Atreides are really good in battle. And like,
I just hear Atreides.
I know.
It's so bad. I just picture like a fashion house Atreides. G'day. We're the Emperor's chosen now.
House some Trades. House her cold mates.
To go with the Ben and
I mean, you could,
Jerry's.
yeah, you could make an Australian Dune fairly easily, I think.
Really funny. I mean, Panda's fucking car. Panda is a streamer I know. That's funny. Like, what are the fucking odds of like running into someone you know? Considering there's like 4 different modes in the portal, and the other mode as well. Like,
old board games were designed by people who wanted to do something for 8 hours.
I'm the person in my squad.
Yeah, like elements of the, you know, that's the thing is like, you know, Aaron didn't know what Thufa was doing when his eyes clicked on and off.
Yeah.
You know, whereas I know, like, that's not talked about in the film, his eyes clicking, but it's like, okay, like, that's the
it literally just shows it, and where, like, just, you can gather that he's done
some kind of brain thing.
Yeah, scan, but I don't know the specifics of it, and I'd like to know.
Yeah, and that's the thing is there's a lot of detail behind that. There's a lot of really, like, the fact that it's set 23,000 years basically in our future is interesting. It adds a lot to it.
This thing's about to blow up.
The Atreides trace their line back to King Atreus, the son of Agamemnon. So yeah, like an interesting factor of Dune as to where it is in human history is it being like, so effectively the major event that happened about 10. What?
We need to adjust our tactics.
Hey, finish this rise. Agamemnon. Agamemnon.
And Agamemnon.
I'm sorry.
And Agamemnon. No, I mean, like, the look is important, and it's one of the reasons why, I mean, one of the very many reasons why the Dune 2000 miniseries is fucking awful. Like, it's something specific to, like, what Herbert was doing with it is it's meant to be a mix of the alien and the familiar.
What's that?
So, like, it's, and the thing of it is it's, you know, the retro element of it, or at least some of it, because it's only, like, it's largely House Atreides. Like, the Harkonnen are weird and futury, you know, some of the other houses are weird and futury. Like, lots of it is, you know, kind of fucking weird. And, you know, the fucking navigators are mutants and shit. But, you know, so like, the idea is like, it's set after, like 10,000 years after the fucking rise of the machines, basically. And so they had to ban, like, any artificial intelligence. Like, it's forbidden. Because humans are almost extinct because of this shit.
Damn you, Siri.
Yeah. And so, it is a hyper, like, and it, like, when I say conservative, I mean this in the monarchical sense. It is a society that is verging on stagnation, but it's how it maintains these incredibly tight controls, and these incredibly tight controls were, you know, a result of nearly losing to the machines. And so that's why you're dealing with dukes and emperors and shit like that. This is not a political system that wants or allows for much in the way of innovation like this. Well, we don't have monarchs still. We, like, again, we went back to it. And there's interesting lore in terms of, like, you know, why the Atreides look back to Earth, and it's because no one in the Dune universe, when it's set, knows where Earth is.
Uh-oh. Ow! The fuck was that?
Some cunt.
Oy.
Oh, that's a boom boom.
Wait, stop it.
Yeah, so effectively, like, what humans have been doing for the last 10,000 years is imagine, like, one of those computer autistics. Now imagine you didn't give a flying fuck about the rules, and you, like, fucking, you know, eugenicsed them to get the most super powerful autistics you could find.
Crash this so hard.
Those are the mentats. So basically, they're living computers. The spice allows people to mutate to a degree where they can perceive space to the point where they can actually fucking plot courses for hyperspace. So that's what allows interstellar travel again. The Bene Gesserit are another, like, 10,000 year long guild that are working on, I mean, a lot of things, but, like, you know, massive human, you know, advancement in terms of, like, mental powers and
With
stuff
every
like that.
other vehicle I usually break, I don't break. Planes are kind of
Yeah, planes, yeah, you get, especially if you're aiming at the ground.
Yeah, figured that. That was pretty rad, though.
So, like, basically, the, you know, the human race, well, the human race lost Earth because the Earth was the home of the fucking machines. By the end of it, it was where the machines were based.
Did the machines ever come about in the modern Dune universe? Are there any machines around?
Yeah, they do eventually, but, like, thousands of years after where the movie's set.
Right.
Again, I think pretty much every, with the exception of, like, showing someone shooting a laser at a shielded fucking ornithopter, which is, again, an absolute no-no. I mean, everything is more, it's not a matter of what's shown, but a matter of what's not. So, things like explaining what the fucking diamond on Yui's head is, what that means, who his wife was, that whole backstory explains and really validates his betrayal as something unusual and unpredictable, as opposed to also the most obvious thing in the fucking world. You know, because for a lot of, you know, especially for Aaron, who doesn't know what any of this fucking shit is, it's just like, oh yeah, they fucking did the most, like, oh yeah, you kidnapped a guy's wife. And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
like no
they're
one's
like-
thought of that in 10,000 fucking years.
Yeah, Kevin and I were both like, oh, so this dude fucking for his wife threw away this whole thing. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Like, yeah, to us, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, we have no context.
And the context of Yui's betrayal is quite important to it as,
cross the desert.
you know, again, not the function of it exactly, but to the depth of meaning of it, which I do think is, of all the things, and there are some, like, there's deleted scenes floating around of, like, yeah, here's Yui talking about shit, and, you know, that stuff's important. I think the way they did the voice was really good. I was kind of worried about that they might, like, fucking go a bit soft on it, but they didn't, which is nice. The voice is important.
You know, it makes people shit themselves. Poo your pants.
You fucking could. Like, that's what it is, yeah.
I am not overconfident.
So what, does that, like, work on willpower? Like,
A combination of, like, you know, forms of willpower and telepathy and stuff, yeah.
right. So, because, like, can normal people resist it?
Normal
Like, if
people,
they were-
no.
So you got to have some sort of special
training. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's, Paul was getting, like, his mum, made him practice in the beginning. Paul could resist Helen Mohaim a little bit.
Right.
I don't want an animated Dune. I don't give a fuck about, like, animating shit. Shit was animated back when you couldn't, like, use computers and hundreds of extras to film this shit, all right? I want live action stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't give a hot fuck about animation in the 21st century. It can be done. It's nice. I'm 100% supportive of original animated works, but I don't want an animated Dune. I want a live action Dune series,
I want the jet.
Because the thing is like, a lot of the stuff that's cut from this one, it's not like you've already built the sets. You just have to pay the fucking actors another day to sit in there and have a conversation, A lot of the shit that's cut is conversations. I mean, I don't give a fuck about live action anime adaptations, really. I mean, I'll probably watch fucking whatever the shit it is, Cowboy Bumflop, because it's also a weird sci-fi in live action. Like, they're leaning into the weird of it and the very odd. And I think that's, a good thing. I want to see more of that just in general. I mean, like, Lynch's Dune is changes aside. And even then, like, go listen to fucking Frank Herbert interviewed about it. Like,
Who's Frank Herbert?
The guy who wrote Dune.
Right.
So there's interviews with him and David Lynch about the fucking adaptation. Like, like, it's a good adaptation. I feel like the weirding modules were probably a little further away from the book than need be, but also it was just a simple thing.
Excuse me, what?
Huh?
What?
The weirding modules.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought
like,
you said the weirding wogules, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
So, like, in Lynch's, so, like, in the book, weirding is like a fucking, effectively a Benny Gesserit fighting thing to give you, like, vaguely Goku powers. Like, it lets you move really fucking fast. It lets you hit really fucking hard. And that's one of the things that, like, fucking Paul used to beat the guy in the end of the film. And it should have come up then, actually. Like, I was hoping it should. In the Lynch film, it was just sort of like a new weapon system they developed that used, I think it like harnessed the Benny Gesserit voice, elements of it and shit to make this fucking gun that was basically like a laser, but not a laser gun, so you wouldn't get the fucking Holtzman shield explosion.
I want to try this new Hazard Zone.
I kind of liked, the problem, like, I did like a lot of Altered Carbon. The problem was, like, just elements of taking itself too seriously and getting too big. I think if it kept reasonably small, it would have been good. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I even bothered watching the final episode because I started branching out into, like, his sister and his history, and it's just like, I don't care. This is, if anything, you should have him die and get respooled as someone else every fucking episode, have some fucking fun with this. Because there was fun in it, and I loved the fun shit. Because, like, one of the guy's friends in Altered Carbon, Aaron, was like a sentient hotel.
Already?
That is so fucking funny.
Dude!
That is fucking hilarious.
Me?
Is it able to, like, read creative things you've made before and go, okay, this is this guy's face?
They've even got my nose! Like the break at the top!
Yeah. See, Aaron, that's what you could be like if you joined the army. Your back would work. There'd be a robot attached to you.
Fuck yeah.
Someone would be about to shoot you.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not all biscuits in the army, Aaron, Eventually someone's going to try to kill you, and that's the rules.
Good haircut. Wow, Kaiba. Wow. Fucking harsh, mate.
I mean, you haven't exactly styled it, Aaron,
I'm gonna be Qui-Gon Jinn.
I mean, I'm not saying, like, you have to, because, we're streaming from your fucking room.
I'm growing my hair to be Qui-Gon Jinn.
Fair enough. I mean, we are...
Oh, I got the rice out of my throat, thank God. Don't you hate it when, like, rice just sits just in your throat?
I usually drink something.
It doesn't work, it just stays there.
That's fucking insane.
I got a sticky throat.
Okay.
Apparently.
You've got, like, some kind of weird throat pockets where you can store seeds for the winter.
Yes.
Because I've had, like, seeds and things stick in my throat, but None that have been resistant to a barrage of fluid. I'm still annoyed I don't know how many books Tom Clancy actually wrote. That's fucking me off.
Did you not find the answer?
No.
That's insane.
Like, the thing is, well, because the fucked thing is he's got like, you know, there's a lot.
Yeah.
And I found lists, but these were all like, there was one that was just a list of Jack Ryan books. And it's like, I don't want to have to compile 2 fucking, you know, probably more lists and fucking, you know, I don't want to have to do some level of goddamn calculus to figure out how many books the cunt's read. 31. Okay, see, how hard was that?
31, 20, 15.
Why don't I see that anywhere when I fucking Google shit?
11, 9. Wait, he wrote non-fiction books? What were those?
See, I mean, that might almost be interesting. Because that kind of fucking, you know, writing style may lend itself. Like, yeah, if he's got a non-fiction book about, like, the guns of the Desert Storm or some shit, that's probably a good book about guns of Desert Storm. I looked that up. Tom Clancy non-fiction. Not on, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, yeah. Cunt.
All right, non-fiction. Let's see, what do we got? Carrier, a guided tour of an aircraft carrier. All right, so it's about where I was expecting. Shadow warriors inside the special forces. Like, this is what I mean when I talk about those sad gun nuts being just fucking sword weebs.
Yeah.
Like, it's all they are. It's so fucking embarrassing. Non-fiction, every man a tiger. All right, I'm curious about that.
Guy, but I'm already writing a letter to EA as we speak going, guys, where's the camera? I'm in enough of your games now. Where's my royalties?
The Gulf War air campaign. Yeah, they're about war.
You know what game should come back, Gabriel?
Huh?
Desert Strike.
Oh, yeah, I remember
I
that.
love that game.
I mean, I feel like Desert Strike could just exist in this, you know?
I just love the little animations, the little dudes and stuff going down the ladders. And remember that it came in the big black EA cart?
Yeah, that's right.
They like would just use whatever the fuck cartridge.
Yeah, swords are cool. So are guns. Having 40 in your house makes you a nut job.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a line between, like, I'm interested in swords. I have a longbow. All that stuff is absolutely fucking cool. But there is a fucking limit. There is a line between enjoying these things and thinking they're cool and making them your fucking personality.
Gabriel, they're sharp like my wit. That guy's name is Seagull Wiener.
I don't have a big knife collection. The fuck am I going to do with a bunch of knives?
Slice and dice.
I mean, I have kitchen knives, like, but yeah, those are for what Aaron just said. Fucking got myself with the fucking ultra sharp new one the other day, actually.
Yeah, that's a hurt.
Holy shit, it is sharp. Holy shit, it's sharp. It went in. I was like, oh, that just took no effort at all. I'd be impressed if someone had 41 swords on them. I assume they'd have to be like attached by some kind of lanyards or something.
If only I had 42 swords.
Yeah, well,
I could have overpowered
the
him.
answer. No, I wound up with a big Nerf gun collection because when we were all drunk and working at a bar, we bought Nerf guns to have Nerf wars after work. And then gradually, like, they all got dumped at my house and then nobody wanted them back. I think I gave them away to, like, cousins and shit. Sharing the knife. I do enjoy the Paperback Paradise ones. Fuck, some of those have got me.
How do I... Am I spawning?
No, I don't. The only thing I have a collection of these days is Transformers, because that's a sensible thing to have a collection of. I have, like, one, like, fucking knife made out of an elk bone thing, but that was a wedding present from a friend from Scotland, so...
I have Blade Sword.
You know, that's a ceremonial... It's one of those Scottish ceremonial wedding daggers.
And I have Hawkeye me Hawk Sword.
I also have a small, you know, pocket knife, but I use that for utility shit. You know, like opening up boxes.
I use my Hawkeye's me hook sword for opening boxes. The sword's this big.
That is cool. I mean, I have a fucking longbow, like, but that's, you know, again, that's an activity. I do that out of my house. I have a fucking target set up. It's like 15 meters away. I'm getting better, actually, you know. It's hard, though, because I have two different kinds of arrow. I've got some shorter, thicker ones and some longer, thinner ones. And the longbow definitely... Oh, no, I do have, like, you know... My grandmother's father's surname was Ramkima, and he was Icelandic, but a Nordic national. So by the time he came to Australia, he had Norwegian citizenship, but apparently he was Icelandic. I only found that out like about 2 years ago or some shit.
Find those rights.
I think Dad's dad as well had some fucking Scandinavian there as well. I think Mum's family's all Scots-Irish.
There's a drive, not far from me.
I mean, the thing about having all these things is there's, and you know, again, it's the gun nut issue, is like your brain goes, oh, I want to use this. And the reality is, if you're like able to function in the modern world and not like a deeply broken human being, you don't really have any reason to use these things. You know, like I have a slingshot that I use to chase away like cats that shouldn't be in my yard and minor birds now. I have a longbow as an exercise tool, which I do enjoy. Although I will be using my friend's fucking LARPing arrows to attack the minor birds. Just fuck those things. I mean, you can have this shit as a novelty.
Come on,
Again,
Seagull
like,
Wiener.
You know, it's in us, and I know that. Like, you know, like again, it's not that I don't think they're fucking rad. It's like, of course I fucking think they're cool. Like my housemate has a bunch of goddamn swords. He actually did fencing though, so he has a reason to have like foils. Tell you what, the tips on those fucking things are fucking sharp.
Those must be the occupying troops.
Melbourne after dark. Thing bad, I lived in Melbourne for like a year.
Oh shit.
Stumbled around drunk constantly.
Shit, they got old, mate.
For fucking guns.
Seagull Wiener.
So my problem is then they'd have guns. I don't want the people I hate having guns. That's a bigger problem to me than me not having one.
You're not done, you hear me? You down for...
Look at smooth gay Aaron.
Why is he gay?
Plucks his eyebrows.
I'm gay. I eat celery.
Yeah, you have to though, because you can't exercise. But my housemate's got like, because again, like he was a sword weeb, but like would actually at least go to the effort of, you know, learning fencing. I mean, if you're gonna do that, like if you're a reenactor who actually goes to the fucking things and shit, fine. Everywhere's got its fun. I mean, look, you know, I mean, I can because I'm kind of big, but like conversely, there's like a sort of separate issue that I deal with. I'm less likely to get robbed. I'm more likely to have someone just pick a fight with me. Because that'll happen. I mean, should I be less bothered by someone walking around with a sword? Like that I'd be okay with. If you know, you're that afraid, carry your fucking sword. Which one of these is the sword weeb?
No. They use swords in modern army. They have sword guys.
Probably not. This is why we need to develop the Holtzman shield.
Can we get like a Can we go like pretend we were interested in the army and get to like go there and trial them and be like an RTS, you know? Make the barracks shit out of infantry. Come on. I am Raul.
I think about that Dreamcast lady a bit. Like, I don't think any of you watching right now have been making eye contact with some lady while she's taking a piss. And I mean like from before the piss started to mid-piss. You know, anyway, you know, and when I say a lady, I mean not someone you fucking, not a lady who's like your mum or your sister.
Defend your objectives.
Oi.
If your forces take the sector, pull back and defend the next one. You need to survive this siege long enough to deplete their resources. Our troops have lost an objective.
Well, we need effective personal shielding. So that was something I really wish I'd come across, because like I keep reading these articles about how like fucking Villeneuve was, whee, you know, going on about the fighting styles and shit, and like doing like none of that came across. And the sad thing is like the Atreides had knife guys, but they also had fucking spearmen. And I was thinking like if you've got these Holtzman shields, so the idea with the shield is it's a little pocket of folded space, and you can tell it how quickly the speed that something is allowed to move through it. And you need some, otherwise it blocks out the atmosphere and you die. So that's why slow blade penetrates the shield. Because the shield, if it's too good, shields you from oxygen, and that's a problem.
Yeah, you kind of need that. Just a little.
Yeah, so like the idea is like, because they had sword guys, and the thing is like the sword guys are going to be dealing like, you know, in that, because you can't, again, it's not like even like classic fucking sword warfare on Earth, where you couldn't really, you know, 1v1 a cunt, because someone would come and just hit you, you know, if you weren't, you know, lucky. But this would be that situation where like if you've got spearmen, what you'd do is you'd have your sword guys match their sword guys, tie them up, and then the spearmen would come in slow and get them with a spear from a distance. And I feel like that would be an interest, like, because you're going to have to think in terms of like, okay, we got to strategize to make ourselves effective, because now everyone's got a fucking shield, and having to do like a slow cuddle fucking stab. On the stairs, yeah. The Atreides spearmen were on the stairs, and they were doing they were doing well until the fucking Sardaukar came and got them in the back. The thing is, like, you know, being a pro wrestling fan and watching lots of fucking, you know, martial arts movies is one of those things where, like, these parts of the narrative can be expressed in the fight. You know, far too often people treat fight scenes as breaks from narrative or, you know, distractions from storytelling, when really they are both.
Come on, gimme, boy. Come on, res me.
This thing happened to me. Yeah, like I was working on the door in the valley back in like 2008, and there was this homeless lady wandering up, like, and she was wearing this Dreamcast shirt from like the release party like 10 years earlier.
Fucking res me, cunt. I'm right here, dude. Holy shit, you guys fucking suck. Every single person can res. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be a medic to res. Fuck no, dude.
Nah, Kirby, she's probably dead. But like, so like, you know, you're standing on the street in Fortitude Valley, and sometimes it's like, you know, at night, it's like the fucking bar district, so it's chaos, you know? It's like, kind of like a small version of like New Orleans, basically.
What are these hovercrafts of war? Holy shit.
That's great. And so there were a few like weird bombs around who you'd just see them, you know? They were local characters, that kind of thing. At least some of them were. Some of them were just sort of like scary maniacs. There was one lady that looked like Gollum. She's probably still going. She used to just sort of lurk around.
She got the ring, so, you know.
She used to just lurk around and steal unattended drinks, which I always thought was really funny. But like, it was a real quiet night, and I was just standing
Fucking,
out
I
there.
want one of these things. Oh, fuck. Did you have to die?
This fucking lady, you know, in this Dreamcast shirt, and it was like a fucking triple XL fat guy Dreamcast t-shirt, so, you know, she's got it on, and it goes down to like her fucking knees, and like, she's a bit hunched, but still. And, you know, I'm staring at it because it's a fucking Dreamcast t-shirt and like, under this wild, disheveled, you know, lady bum face. And I'm just sort of appreciating the poetry of like, oh yeah, the Dreamcast is, well, you know, it's dead. You know, it was Sega's last hurrah, and it was great, but it's dead. And this is it. This is me, you know, seeing a a perfect fucking thing for like the death of the goddamn Dreamcast. And then she looked at me. I mean, I say at me, and we weren't making eye contact. Well, at least I was. I don't know how much was registering with her. Honestly, she could have probably looking through me. And then, you know, I thought she had a water bottle behind her or something, but she was just peeing. Just peeing, just standing up, stopped peeing.
Wait.
Just finished. You know, no one else noticed, you know, because there weren't many people around, but it's like,
My tank farted.
you know, just this crazy fucking homeless lady face, the Dreamcast logo, and then a stream of stand-up urine, like the fucking edge of Ann Street in Fortitude Valley. Because I've seen ladies take a squat piss in an alley, but like, that was a new one. I've seen guys just take a stand-up pee. I mean, look, at a certain time of night, it's pissing time, you know? Like, it's another one of those situations. If you're out on the streets of Fortitude Valley at like, you know, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you're just, you know, you're in someone's toilet. Middle of the day. All right, that's interesting. I mean, what are you gonna do really though? Like, that's, you know, that's the big thing. It's like, excuse me, sir, stop peeing here. They'll probably turn to look at you. And then, you know, do you want to deal with that? Fuck no, I don't. Just, you know, do what fucking the normal person will do. Take a picture or film it and then go on about your fucking life, you know? Like a peeing, like, it was kind of in our direction, but not at us really. He was just leaning on the edge of one of the bars in the valley. That like, it was a big corner bar, so like one of these big kind of, it was a pub basically, you know. I just never forget him just like leaning on it, cause I'm, you know, and he's peeing like he's at the wall, but he's just not aimed at the wall. He's just aimed out. Like something bumped him and he just turned 180 and just. Puked and walked away.
Will not defeat me, I am Tank Man.
There was this drunk suit guy. And it was like a Tuesday, so it was dead as shit. But like nothing, you know, no one in Australia or Brisbane particularly is out getting fucked up on a fucking Tuesday, really. Like there are a few places where that might happen, but not a lot of them are in the valley. And so you fucking, you know, standing out there in like, sometimes fucking like, actually fucking 0 degree fucking temperature. Just waiting. And you can go 5 whole fucking hours. Oh, there was one night we had 5 hours and had like fucking 1 customer. Like just, might sign you off, Gab. Yeah, alright. I really want to go home. Every now and then something interesting would happen, like fucking across the road from where Bowery used to be, it was a place called Beat, which has been like this big, it's a club, and it's like 40 years fucking old, and the gay bar's upstairs, and it's trashy as hell. And some suit gets thrown out of there, and he's clearly like, he's a, you know, he's this middle-aged, that is, looks like fun. That does not look like fun. Okay. He is this middle-aged Australian cunt in a suit, like, just, it's not the venue for, he should be in a pub, he shouldn't be in a place like this. But, yes, get him. Damn it. The Beat's not a gay bar. The Cockatoo Club upstairs, that's a gay bar. The Beat itself is not explicitly a gay bar. It's a mega club. Yeah.
It's a club. And then I rolled over and there was a little club underneath.
A little club.
And I was like, that club had a child.
It was a gay child. And so he gets thrown out of there, and there is nothing else happening. So there's this bizarre little vaudeville act going on across the road across from me, where, you know, this fucking suit's way too drunk to get in anywhere else. And he's just fucking hammered. And the only other organisms on the street are me over in my little dark corner, and this guy at the fucking, the bouncer at the fucking beat. And
Okay.
you get this thing with like people who are wasted. This is absolute fucking fixation because you're the only thing occurring in their head. You know, you're it for their fucking world. And this guy's, you know, this bouncer is this guy's fucking it. And so he is annoying this guy for like 15 fucking minutes. Like he's standing just far away enough where the guy won't step off his door to fucking chase him, you know, probably like 5 or 10 meters away. And you really can't chase a guy 10 meters, you know? Like, that's a bit much. He's standing dead in the center of fucking Ann Street because it is a frigid fucking Tuesday and there is just no life. Nothing's happening. And he's doing like gorilla impressions and shit of the guy and like getting a bit closer sometimes, just and you think he's gonna get a bit like, you know, close enough. You think he's gonna keep going. And like, the problem is like the bouncer on the door of the beat thinks that too. And so he'll advance a little bit. And the problem is then you're giving this guy feedback so he's got a game going, you know? So this goes on for a while. This fucking dude getting angrier and angrier at this. And it's like, nice. And then eventually, like, pulls his pants down, like, you know, 8-year-old at the urinal style, and gets his dick out. And again, you know, it's smack dab in the middle of winter. You know, it's cold. And, you know, he's flipping out like a frigid little bub nubbin. And just ooh, that looks like fun. That looks like fun. And just peeing just in the middle of the fucking, you know, middle of the street. And while he's peeing, he's pointing at the bouncer who's still angry at him and then pointing at his dick. Fucking just peed. I really thought something was gonna happen, you know, because he was peeing. I was like, you know, there is like a fucking street beat of cops, you know, they're supposed to be sort of walking around, but also like, all right, you know, I can understand them looking outside, seeing the absolute zero humans and just being like, no, we're fine. We're fine unless somebody gives us a call. And the thing is, you're not calling the cops because you can see a man's wiener while he's peeing, you know, that's... The cops will just tell you, well, pee back at him, you know?
Oi! That sucks. Oh. This bridge is a little scary.
Bob Nubbin is something I came up with for the fucking rot in whatever the fuck that game's called. It looks like a DreamWorks title. It's not bad, it's kind of fun. It's like Kefka or something, you know? It's a spirit girl with a stick and a bunch of little black goblin-y things.
Oh, Keena Bridges.
That's it, yeah.
Spirits. How was that not a fucking headshot?
Yeah, I'm with you. You're a bit robbed there. And they call these cute little balls the rot. And like, I get why and the plot and shit like that, but like, I'm just looking at them and thinking, those are bub nubbins. Look at those things, man. Fucking bub nubbins.
Oh yes, come on, revive me. Oh, that's the other team.
I was gonna say, isn't that the evil like?
Still revive me.
Yeah, help me up. Maybe I'll change sides. You don't know. You know.
Yeah, I might defect.
Oh, is that why?
Woo! It just says terminated.
What happened?
I don't know.
An objective is under
Hit by a big fucking something.
Is that why I can't have Glebe Thornton for fucking Audible? You son of a bitch.
Do you know, I got sent a message saying that they were shutting down my Prime Video account thing due to inactivity. And I'm like, what the fuck? I use this every week. What the fuck's going on? And then it turns out, no, as a publisher. And I'm like, when the fuck did I sign up to be a publisher?
Dude, we should have like...
I can sign up at any time again. Like, it doesn't cost me anything.
We're just allowed to put something on
we can just
fucking...
put shit on Amazon. And we're gonna do that. Like, because that's funny. I found out how to do it. It's really easy.
We'll film our own 90-minute remake of Ass.
Fucking hell, this guy's salty that we're losing. He writes in here, the sweaty console no lifers. It's like, what? Bro, you understand that like an objective of the game is to win. Just because they're beating you doesn't make them sweaty. It just means you're garbage at the game.
Look, there are things that you can legitimately get mad at in games like this, like fucking cheaters. Anything aside from that is so fucking...
So stupid, dude. Like, just have fun with the game. Are you not having fun? Don't play the game.
But just like, it's okay to get angry, just don't be a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Like, no one's ever been like, oh man, cool is that
Can we just
guy
go up that?
Fuck yeah. How cool is that guy throwing a tantrum about fucking Battlefield right now? I mean, goddamn, man.
Oh, that chopper is... Oh, eating us alive. Oh, I thought that was a dude.
That looked like a noggin.
Oh, shit.
This makes my fear of heights upset. Right in the dick. Ah, son of a bitch. They're up there.
Yeah.
Ah, they're able to see you. Ah, stop checking your email while we're doing war. Yeah, suck shit.
Stay back!
There's nowhere left to defend.
Ugh. My heat's on high in Australia right now.
It's
Well, I mean-
okay to lose. Like, and it's also, it's not... It's a 128 player game mode. There's a lot of people in this that determine the
Yeah.
sway of a mode.
No, the exact
Like-
reason you play this is because it doesn't matter whether you win or lose. You didn't do it.
Yeah.
The goal is to go in, get some kills, you know.
Have fun, you know,
Yeah.
see if you can change the objective of the battlefield.
You know, try out some tactics, you know, try maybe finding a new sneaky place or something, you know.
Battlefield Portal is cool though, that you can just essentially make your own Battlefield experience. Very cool.
They'll never have to release another Battlefield now.
They will.
Damn.
I mean, they don't have to if they keep building on the mode. Like, but
Let's get the
Gonna guess the bean counters aren't gonna like that.
they won't. No.
I would, I mean, like, imagine the respect. Like, you just, a company comes out and goes, all right, this is it. We've made the game. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Disincorporating, we're leaving.
Goodbye. They say the server runs on magic. There's no one in the office anymore. Why is this guy locked? Oh, level 15 required. So upset that I'm still just in the game.
That is really funny. Because no one looks like me.
No, they don't.
It looks like old me, I suppose.
I mean, that's the closest. That is the
That
closest.
does look a bit like old me.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of looks like skinny Matthew.
I mean, if I'd have been on the meth, though, I just would have, like, done my homework. You know?
Yeah.
It just would have been fucking functionally treating my undiagnosed ADHD. Which is funny because I'd done speed like twice and like, it, you know, I didn't put two and two together that it affected me completely differently to the other people in the room, you know? It's like, it just, I'm not having any kind of weird brain fun. I just assumed it just wasn't for me.
I want to fly that thing. I mean, I want to crash that thing. I wonder if my Switch controller works.
Try and take it through the KFC drive-thru.
I think I could. Imagine that.
You still do 10 for Tuesday. I really should start a movement of boycotting fucking KFC in Queensland until they bring that back.
Yeah. I don't think many will. I don't know how you do that. Lord fucking mighty, my frames are just not good in this game. Gotta find the sweet spot and fuck around with the settings.
problem is when I'm hungry, I feel like I could eat 100 nuggets. And the thing is, it's the breading. The breading is what fucking gets you. Because I can't eat just a whole chicken. And I feel like that's at least 25, you know?
Cancel! Cancel!
Like I can eat 3 whole large pizzas fairly easily. I usually have to stop myself from doing that.
Yeah, you can't
like
just do that.
That was where I would. That's what I was thinking going into the 100 nuggets. But it's like you get like fucking what was it, 15 or something? It's like oh shit.
Oh, bro, here, have some ammo. Sorry.
Hey, come back! Come back!
Allies are securing Echo 2.
I mean, there might be something else in the fucking chicken. I don't know. You know.
You
Fucking
firing at?
Do everything they fucking can.
Whoa! The fuck was that?
I think you were getting strafed by a plane.
I'll get you, brother. I'll get you. No one else will.
Help's a coming. Let me.
No one else revives.
Let me give you the nipple cripple of life. Shoot that hovercraft.
It's ours.
Oh, is it shit? Don't shoot that hovercraft.
Wait, is there someone else behind it? Oh no.
Casualties!
How dare they plumpen my chickens?
Objective Echo 3 is under attack.
Hello?
I mean, I feel like having really big eyes would be kind of useful as well.
Big eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't like things that are like, you know.
Down! Reloading weapon!
The problem is like, if you've ever built muscle, the value is in like a lot of that, you know. Because it's important to know how to use that muscle from like the different phases of it. And without the mind behind it, you know, the muscle is just like some stuff. I probably would. Probably just, you know, like I've already,
Res him, cunt. Me.
you know, like I had to buy new belts because like the old belts were for me when I was fatter. I've lost a lot of gut. I'm doing a lot of ab work
Someone
now.
up there.
I'm having to do it really fucking slowly. But I'm back up to fucking 80 kilo bench presses now. And that took a while, but
You're securing Echo 2.
I'm just gonna give up because no one's gonna res me.
fucking useless.
Oh, dude, just no one res ever. I want to be on this thing.
Sweet. I don't want to be like anime eye fetish shit though. I mean, do women have that fetish? A lot of the fucking anime I see like aimed at girls tends to have the slightly more realistic, you know, eyes. They don't have the really giant eyes, which is sort of interesting when you think about it, you know.
Uh-oh. Doesn't sound good.
Someone's still flying this thing? What's going on?
Yeah, we're getting locked on by missiles.
Okay. It's a shame you're on that side and can't help.
I know, right? They just fire wildly.
You know.
Oh, there's something. No.
This place doesn't look like it's got
Down there.
much. Like fucking, you know, civilians. I mean, look at it. It's practically, you know. Oh.
You got killed by Schwain Dwayne.
If we don't stop them, they'll take every sector.
Credit to Timothy Chalamet, like, that's a hard movie to carry, and he did reasonably well. And I feel like any shortcomings in Paul weren't the shortcomings as a result of his performance. You know, it's a bit like Spider-Man. Like, Chalamet is like 25, but he really does look like someone who doesn't have pubes yet. You know? It's great. Can you jump onto your tummy?
Friendly troops securing Delta 1.
Man.
Sector Delta secure.
I think
America!
Straight. Just need to hold together.
Eating my lunch. Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, the more like, cause I always look at like, you know, when women on Twitter are going on about something they find attractive, cause, I mean, they are a bunch of hypocritical maniacs when it comes to that shit. But like, you know, none of the anime guys that women fucking pop a slippery over have big eyes. They don't, like, that's an anime girl thing. Fucking Battle of the Titans tank duel going on over there. You know, it is all that fucking, you know, pointier, you know, the long anime eyes that they put on the fucking dudes when they want to make them look serious.
Med supply! Use them!
Will they zoom?
Men down! Friendly!
Can you zoom even further?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I zoomed in less, and I don't know how to zoom in more.
And then, like, he's 25. That's like fucking God Almighty.
Zoom?
Yeah, not eyelashes, but you know what I mean? Like, you gotta look at those fucking ones that are like, you know, the romance anime and manga and shit for, you know, sad girls to fucking enjoy.
Under our control.
It's
There we
like,
go. For some reason it was on the other, like, zoom, even though it wasn't on that scope.
I mean, I think cutting out the, like, not having Paul cry. They may have that in the start of the next film, and I hope they do. But, like, him crying was important.
I hope they go the inverse and have him masturbating furiously while crying.
Yeah, I wonder what the fucking Fremen rules are on that. Because I'm assuming you're not supposed to.
I mean, how much moisture do you lose nutting?
I mean, you know, from my fucking perspective, I'd say probably, like, not enough to worry, but, like, from people, if, you know, I'm not wearing a suit that makes me drink my own piss, you know?
True.
I mean, if crying's a big deal, I think cumming's a big deal as well.
Still coming, but we're at half strength.
I'm assuming no Fremen girls are squirters, I'm just assuming evolution's dealt with that.
Forces control most sectors.
I mean, yeah, like, fucking has got to be completely different, because, like, I get thirsty. Everyone gets thirsty. It's a fucking, you know,
Cancel! Cancel!
moisture-intensive fucking activity, so what do you do when you can't, like... I mean, I suppose you probably just fucking wear some kind of shed still suit, and then later you have, like, a warm glass of your processed fluids. I think the Sato car had a throat-singing language, which I fucking loved.
Oh, good shot.
Like, I looked up fucking throat-singing lessons and shit again in, Brisbane. And there's, like, one workshop for some world music thing, but I don't think it's on. You know, I don't think it's running. And that sucks, because I would love to know how to do it. But it's like learning languages...
Oh my God, I got revived.
Jesus wept. It's like learning languages where, like, the problem is like, I do it for a really stupid reason, you know? Like, I don't want to learn throat singing to maintain, like, a cultural tradition or anything like that. I just want to sit down at, like, a bus stop, and if anybody turns and talks to me, I just turn to them, and without saying anything else, just start going, because that, to me, is the funniest goddamn thing in the world.
I agree.
Like, keeping my fucking, you know, neutral facial expression as
Yeah.
well. Like,
Just get on the bus, tap your card, and then
just sit down next to them again, keep going. Just follow someone around all day.
like with the tuba, you know.
Yeah, I looked up the fucking monk hat again, and there is a place that sells them, but I gotta, like, you know, I need to know how big they are specifically because I know I have a big head, and I don't want to get, like, a basket helmet that then doesn't go over my head and just sits atop it like I'm a fucking, you know, oddball.
I'm here. Don't move.
I want that thing so much, it just speaks to me.
Whatever team I'll win on, I'll just win because I'll just keep rezzing everyone. No one on any. I mean, I got rezzed by one guy. Credit to him.
I mean, that's one guy in, like, how fucking long now?
Oh, I know. But, like, to be fair, old Battlefield rules have been medic needs to heal.
Right. Now everyone can fucking heal.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tank.
Friendly down!
Well, there's different varieties, which is what makes it really interesting. You know, I thought it was for ages. I thought it was just Mongolia that developed throat singing. There's a lot of it actually. There's a Sardinian throat singing from Italy. Yeah, there are a variety from the Mongolian area, like the Republic of Tuva is only one of the places that has developed.
There's someone up
throat
there.
singing.
I don't know if he's up there.
The
Or
resources
in
are
there.
at 50%.
Where
And
are
that'd be
you?
a good place to get. You should find.
There
like,
he is. Look. He just got shot.
Get up there.
I don't know how to get up there.
Commandeer a helicopter, Aaron. You know,
I've commandeered a sprinkler.
we're doing army. It's important, all right?
Wait.
They have to let you.
Eee, that's nice. Remember Billy Madison when he sat on the sprinkler?
They pushed us out of Echo 3.
That's something I've done whenever there's been a sprinkler. If we've been outside and it's, you know, wet and you just go, eee, that's nice, off of a sprinkler. You know, if I did that now, I think I'd get in a lot of trouble.
Yes. There's an age limit on that. You can be a weird kid or a clearly stoned, like semi-adult, but you can't have your own child and do that.
No, Kai, but I can't get down that low.
Yeah, so like what the throat singers do to get like self-harmonizing is part of the singing is coming from in the throat, like actually, you know, where the Adam's apple may be. And then the other part is being done with the mouth. So,
oh, fuck yes.
as you can imagine, that's, dude, oh, fuck yeah.
Just lost control of the objective.
The premier military
Enemy
vehicle.
has secured
No
Sector
signal.
Bravo. Echo 1
Don't need no
advanced
GPS for this, baby.
Hello, I'm your DoorDash. Chai Hulud. What deep rides the mighty electric scooter?
I'm going to corn lifting.
Can you blow yourself up? Like, can you strap some, like, dynamite to this and go, like, blow up a tank?
I assume so.
Like, because I feel like suicide...
I'm going to try to
bombing-
run someone down.
That's funny, too.
I just need to get a run up.
Yeah.
Our forces have taken an objective.
All right, here we go. There he is.
That's fun. Look at that.
Where'd he go? Tree.
Damn it.
Save me, tank. Uh-oh. I've committed.
He's to the right.
I
He's
know.
still there.
I saw him. I'm just got a tight turning schedule. Oh, fuck. I committed.
Echo 1 is under attack.
They had a throat singer on the soundtrack. I don't know if they might have had one for the Doom Eternal, but I know they had one for
Yes!
whatever
go.
the fuck, Star Wars.
How do I say thank you?
That's a whole band actually. They do. They have a
Fizz.
song that celebrates fucking Genghis Khan, which cracks me up.
Why are you shooting at me? Oh, that's the health shooting.
They've taken control of an objective.
Fill me with your spice. I mean, nuts. I mean, that's
Yes, fucking. I need someone like that's the thing is I can't just sit here and make fucking face noises, you know?
Why not?
Because there's got to be like a more efficient way. One day, like from fucking Star Trek fucking 5, like this giant space cylinder will show up and just play that fucking corn thing at us and want to talk to like whatever the fuck
Jonathan
his name
Davies.
is. Jonathan Davies. Oh
Keep
shit.
thinking those those lights, people.
That's probably no accident in terms of this design.
Sector Alpha is ours.
Sandplex sucks. Imagine living here.
Well, the version that you heard in the Mars episode was, I can't remember, it's like Kyrgyz style or something, like Stygiz. Like, there's one that has the ear element to it, and there's one that's really just the bass tone. And like the bass tone, you know, you can, that's, you know, you just really just rumble low in the throat sort of thing. Like, you can learn that. But like getting like the self-harmonizing element, that's tough. I like that throat singing is having its day in the sun. Like, granted, it's all demons and aliens and shit.
Suck living next to me.
Doesn't that hurt?
Nah.
I do feel like we should be flinging more shit into space. A bit of variety. Gotta fucking, you know, humanity's a greatness to us.
in. Fucker. Oh, shit.
Now look
get
what's happening.
Shot.
I think it's a plane or something, because people are shooting up. Yep.
No, it's a tank.
Is it?
Yep, it's right there. Now I'm... Yes, save me, friendly tank. There's an enemy right there.
Most sectors are now under our control.
Saved your fucking life.
Good fucking job. Look at that, you doing fucking, because, yeah, that tank was fucked. It wasn't even looking. It wasn't even a tank. It's one of those bisexual hover tanks. Not anymore, it ain't. Versus shank or be shanked. Makes angrier in a turlet.
Of course. Hey, it's that barbecue's over sound.
Oh, fuck, that's rough.
Does that hurt your throat?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing is I can't describe why I can just do shit like that without hurting myself. It's just like, I didn't learn properly.
Well, I read a thing
I
after...
like screaming music from a young age, so I think I just screamed so often that my vocals were like,
Screamo kids.
this is okay, this is not. And I think I could pick it up. We should make our own lessons in like just with an internet video in the garage.
We'll put it on fucking Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's actually a fucking great idea.
We'll call the series I Can Probably. So, yeah, I can probably throat sing.
Oh shit, there's a hole here.
Fucking hell.
Oh, there's a dude in the hole. Wait, no, that's a piece of paper.
Damn, hole dudes! You'd hope, you know. I hope someone out there is watching.
Charlie objectives under control. Sector secure.
You know, you gotta get home to catch the 10,000-year-old Leno monologues. I mean, especially if it's Monday because he's doing jaywalking, then it's actually funny, you know.
Let's go, tank friend.
I do miss my Tonight Show media. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I might try and like fucking work it because I know they've got the archives. Like NBC has the archives of like all of Conan from when he was doing like late night. I think I might just watch it from the start.
That's a good idea.
Alpha 3 is not secure.
Oh yeah. A helicopter just farted. Lost.
Allies moving on Alpha 1.
Like, has J.J. Abrams ever elaborated on that mystery box thing? Because I feel like it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I watched the fucking TED Talk, and I feel like maybe he clarified something somewhere and I'm missing it. I just don't know how someone who, like, would say that in front of people. I understand doing that if you're, like, a lazy writer, you know? Like, I understand that.
Oh,
nice.
God.
No, like if you're really lazy, it's like, oh fuck, I gotta make, you know, I gotta write 400 episodes of Twilight Zone. It's like, all right, fucking, you know, here we go, mystery box. But the idea of just saying to an audience of people that it's like, yeah, you just like come up with a bunch of shit. You don't have to think of any way it's gonna fucking interact with or meaningfully engage with anything else you're doing. And then people will just be really, really into it for like 6 seasons.
Whoa, sir.
Yeah, fucking genius.
That thing is trying to kill us.
That's a bit fucking, you know. What did we ever do to him, you know?
Yeah, nothing.
We're just over here killing his fucking friends.
It might not even be his friends.
Yeah,
It could-
yeah.
There could be people like in the line of promotion. Now he might have like 3 better jobs.
Well, like, you know, in fucking, like, the amount of people in, like, World War I and II, you go on a war with some people you hate.
Yeah.
You know, there's gonna be like, oh, yeah, fucking... I mean, I'll crawl through, like, the front lines to save fucking, you know, Daryl, but I'm not fucking saving Warren, you know?
Hey, yo, Baron Crumbly, thank you for the 20 squigglies.
20 Imperials.
Thank you. That will translate to 50 classy coins when the nation rises.
I mean, it probably would translate to $50, like, fucking...
Is that pounds or?
It's pounds, yeah.
Huzzah! That's the good one. Isn't the euro the shit one? Thank you, sir.
No, Euro still beats, like, most things beat at the Australian dollar.
Yeah. Except for the NZ.
Yeah.
That sucks, man. Actually, now that I think about it, I want to look up how much a PlayStation 5 game costs in New Zealand.
It's 36 Australian dollars.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, you're on 1,000th of an NFT.
No NFTs. Did you see that thing I tweeted about, like, someone made that says, I'll never buy an NFT. I hate all.
Yeah.
That's so good.
From NFA to NFC. It, like, because I saw, like, I retweeted something earlier, someone, like, fucking pirated all of this fucking NFT thing. And I was looking at that, then I looked at that fucking NFT thing, it's like, I hate everybody involved with this. It's such a visceral fucking level.
That's $139.99 for a first-party PS5 game. 140.
Yeah, but Brazil's not like a real country.
No, New Zealand.
No, I know, but like, you know, I was look up Brazilian money costs. It's like,
oh yeah,
I don't care like what Brazil's doing because it's barely a functional state.
Yeah, no, we're talking about like first world countries.
Yeah.
Like I go to Brazil on the internet to buy Microsoft points because it's cheaper. Like that should be an indication.
It's an open-air drug market with probably one of the most disgusting oligarchies on earth, and that's a fucking...
What's an oligarchy?
A cluster of, ruled by a few of, like, you know, the wealthy.
Okay. I see.
It reminds me of a thing about corruption where, like, you know, this fucking Chinese guy takes an African guy to his, like, fucking, you know, government worker takes him to his house. And it's a really nice house, and you can see out over the fucking, you know, it's got a lovely view. They're out there looking at the view, and the African guy asks his Chinese compatriot, oh, you know, how much did you have to steal for all this? And he goes, oh, 10, you know, you only take 10%. And the African guy is showing the Chinese guy his thing, is how much you take for this? There's 90%. And that's the problem. Like, you can be corrupt, but you can't fucking take every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, yeah, like if I don't feel like walking all the way to the toilet, I can shit in the corner. You know, but sooner or later, that's a problem I'm gonna have to fucking deal with. Like, it's not like, yeah, you can like, I got bodyguards and I live in a gated community. It's like, yeah, but sooner or later, like, those people are just gonna take your face skin and you're gonna have that coming.
Oh, I need my face skin. Keeps the innards in. That rhymes. And now I'm sublime.
Skin is in. You know, like it pays.
So is sin.
It benefits.
It's senescence.
2.5 Australian dollar per pound. Yeah.
American forces are preparing to strike at our Antarctic oil production facility. They claim it violates international law, but they only want
I'm
the
Russia
oil for
now.
themselves.
Hello.
You must prevent the Americans
Yeah,
from
cheeky
gaining upper
breaky.
force.
Let me fly jet into
This operation is vital to the well-being of the
I'm
Russian
trying to
people.
fucking figure out on stream once what the
Resistance
fuck
will be
bliat
remembered and
meant.
rewarded.
And it was like, I can't remember who we were talking to, but they were just telling us it was a general swear. And I'm like, what does the fucking word translate to? Because unless you're just saying the word swear, which is insane, then it's got to be something. Like, does it mean shoe or something? I think it means whore. And then, like, it took me ages to get to that.
Doesn't bliat mean no?
I don't fucking know. See, now I don't know. Like, I thought it meant whore. I don't think it means no.
I swear I thought it meant no.
That feels like something the Germans would do. Like one of their swear words is just the German phrase swear word. Swear word. Serious swear word. Yeah, disappointed. Okay. Yeah, so it's, yeah, but it's the term for like whore, basically.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Root of the word is wander around. Huh.
Oh, look. Poop.
Is that what that is?
Nah, I think it's oil. It might be poop.
Translates to pingu.
Where does it go? Where do the pipes go?
Let's figure, let's solve this mystery, gang.
Everyone else is warring. We're
Is
trying to find out where the pipes
Is stuff
go.
going into the, is stuff, like are the pipes taking that shit out of there or are they putting stuff into there?
I don't know. I think they're taking out of there. Look, they go into that.
Alright.
Fucking great.
Fuck, I love Cyrillic because it's close enough to English, but so far away. It's just, it's like being able to simulate illiteracy. It's amazing. I love it.
Mm.
Pingu should be a swear. Yeah. I mean, growing up Australian, that's why I love Christ as a profanity. It's just fucking great for me.
I still don't understand, like, because we've always said Christ in a bike. Can you remember? I think I've had this conversation.
Christ on a fucking bike.
Because, like, Mum in Back for Blood says it, and she's like a southern woman.
Yeah, well, the South, because, like, there are chunks of, like, regional American slang that's, like, still a holdover from the English influence and stuff from the, you know, real early days, like the 1700s and shit. So it's probably from that.
Hmm. So probably the biggest change to like Battlefield is you can see the scope system and stuff.
Oh.
So like as you unlock your stuff, you've got them on you. So you can like switch scopes and stuff. So if some cunt's like getting close, I can switch to like this.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah, iron sights. That was the thing in Cyrillic that got me when I was trying to actually figure it out. Was like, yeah, P is R and C is S. I'm like, you could have just not done that. Could have just not done that.
Oh yeah,
My granddad, when he got pissed off, would go, Jesus Christ! Like, it was so fucking good, you know? It was like, just, it was like it was growing in him and exploding out. It was,
yeah. There you are, you fuck.
I mean, he wasn't religious. He had that kind of, there's a kind of weird Australian, I know it's not just Australian, like there's a rural pragmatism that
Come on.
kind of,
Come on. Come on, Aaron.
Hostile activity at one of our objectives.
Damn it. Okay, game. Game's having a heart attack. Frames!
my frames!
Look, when do the graphics drivers come out for this game?
One of my favorite lines in Mean Girls was, yeah, I've just got, oh, fuck yeah, suck shit.
Yeah,
the dark,
resin.
yeah,
Resin.
when the dark haired girl says, I've got that huge lesbian crush on you, and just the fucking sauce on the lesbian line just fucking killed me every time. How does Mean Girls raise a generation? That's an interesting
Ooh, hello.
one. That's, you know.
Lost control of one of our objectives.
The Greek alphabet's just nonsense.
Fucking hit him in the armor. Ah, well, good
Should
shot.
just be quietly
Ah,
retired.
that was a fucking chopper. Alright, not good shot. Fuck
well,
you.
yeah, I know. At least you weren't killed by a better sniper. You were killed by that cheating ball of shit.
Exactly.
Isn't that one of the things the fucking iron cunts have in Fallout?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Securing objectives.
Fucking Greek
Oh my god,
alphabet.
C is surrounded by every motherfucker.
Who uses a circle with a cross in it as a letter?
Wait, wait.
Who's shooting me? Fucking stop.
Everyone's shooting.
Mean Girls had male leads? I literally can't remember any of the guys. Beyond like fucking Tim Meadows, I don't remember any of the males in Mean Girls.
Grab me. Grab me, come. I'm right on you.
Res me. Yeah, help me with your
Bro.
Did he put like a health pack down?
No, that was me.
Okay.
I was looking
Look
for
at that. Look at that little fucking dog.
An objective is under siege.
Not spawn there again.
Oh yeah, those are great. Lesbian crush on you.
You ever seen Not Another Gay Teen movie?
Inscription. I don't know what that is. It looks interesting. Interestingly written, huh?
You ever seen Not Another Gay Teen movie?
Not another gay teen movie? No. Is that an actual thing?
It was a parody of American Pie.
The gay?
Yeah. And the...
What's the gay equivalent of a pie for a butthole? I mean, it can't be a pie. Maybe it's like a pot pie, like with a very thick crust. Deeper.
Serial paradox. Hey Gabe, I wanted to say I've been following since early hours where I made medicate my ADD. Thanks.
Yeah, you want to get that medicated, eh? Fuck it. Like, it's a hassle. Like, the problem is, like, because again, you know, I got mine started at like 30 and, you know, I have to relearn shit. You know, I have to fucking learn how to do shit again. And it's, on the plus side, being able to remember stuff's fun. That's fucking wild. Still, you know, a year later and still, I'm just like, oh, I put something down and I can just go back to calzone. Yeah, I know, I could, that's dead accurate.
And you know how Sean William Scott plays Stifler?
Yeah.
There's a big butch lesbian who plays the inverse called Muffler.
All right, you know what, fair enough. Muffler, solid.
Oh, come on, I just spawned, look.
I was just born, okay? I was just now born.
Stay away! Keep back!
Just gonna give up because no one will res me. Graham Norton's in it.
Huh. I don't even remember that. Honestly, of all the fucking modern Tonight, I don't know if he's probably still going, but Norton's Tonight Show is excellent because its format's completely different, so it's actually like fun and interesting. Yeah, it was in an episode of Father Ted. I remember that. Well, I mean, I don't think he started as a comedic actor. I think he was a stand-up. It was like Father Ted, like, you know, had a lot of fucking
that's not good.
early stand-ups. What?
Fuck, getting that guy just went down like right there.
Our troops are moving
Got
on
you, bro.
round two.
They won't get me. I got you. Don't give up.
Description. I gotta look
was
up
right
fucking-
here.
I mean, to be fair though, he has, given the state of things at the moment, he probably has no reason to like expect you to fucking, you know, revive him.
Bro.
Alright, what's inscription? Alright.
Oh,
Fucking, what is it? It looks like something about cats. Alright, it's a card game, so probably not.
man, card games are just boring to me. It's not my thing, you know?
I mean, the thing is like, it takes a bit to coax me into fucking playing a card game, you know, when there's like social elements to it.
Yeah.
It literally did, yeah. Like, people, like, again, I used to think I was just, oh, I'm just fucking forgetful or some shit. And it's like, no, because, like, your brain just goes, beep, and it just goes in a different direction. And you don't realize you've changed directions until, like, 20 minutes fucking later. You're like, oh, that's right, I was doing something earlier, wasn't I? Like, stuff would just go. Like, I'd just constantly having to fucking chase myself around. And it'd just be like, oh, like, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, the thought's just there, because I haven't like fucking, my record hasn't skipped. And I haven't just jumped onto some other fucking, you know, track.
Oh, this just goes back
a baby
up
face
there.
on my toe. I'd probably go to the hospital. Because either there's a baby face on my toe, or I am tripping wild balls for no reason. Either way, hospital time.
Oh, fuck, he's right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big one is like, you know, because it's hard for me to even like You know, going to the movies, it's okay because there's like an event element that helps me focus. But like even just sitting and watching like an hour and a half of film at home is like, you know, I usually have my phone out as well, you know. And even again, it's not like for something I don't want to watch, you know, or books I don't want to read, you know. I'm not listening to the Baby Toe. Like that's. I mean, I'd probably test the Baby Toe. So like, you know, if I ever start hallucinating actual like beings that claim to be their own independent life forms, they have to pass tests. Like there's gonna be things where they have to fucking, you know, see something that I can't see and give me knowledge.
What the fuck is going on here?
I mean, if they could do that, if they were a vector by which I could affect some kind of telepathy, that would be rad. Nice. And the goddamn
We
nuts.
killed goat anal beads. I hit that guy. There we go. That's a head.
D-fucking-licious.
Oh, he's down. Oh, there we go. There's some guys.
Yeah, you're not fooling me, Baby Toe.
Oh,
like,
so close.
you know, how do you know you're the fucking Baby Toe talking to me and I'm not talking to you, huh? Maybe I'm here to drive you insane, Baby Toe, huh? You didn't think about that, did you? You have to, any fucking thing that's my hallucination is gonna have to get up pretty goddamn early in the morning to fucking beat me. I've thought about this. I didn't even do assignments when I was interested in them.
Oh, hello.
The only one I did a lot of extra actual fucking research for was the my history writing one that I actually did really.
Oh!
Fucking special delivery. Oh, you're so. I like how the other team is like Res City.
I know, right? Fucking annoying.
Have to reload.
Oh shit.
Friendly casualty. I'm here to help. Good enough. It's got it.
I still gotta catch up on The Expanse actually. I think I watched the first episode of them.
Where is this guy from?
No, I haven't. I
Fucking all behind us.
what was I up to? They were dealing with terrorists on the planet. Like where they've gone through the wormholes and people are like, you know, sort of exploring new worlds and shit.
Hostile presence at Bravo 2. Stop the U.S. forces from conquering every sector.
Expanse is good. I like Expanse. I had a full talk with a brick wall when I was tripping balls. But also I know what that feels like. Like if someone spikes me with like mushrooms or acid or something, I know what that feels like. You know, I'll be able to feel it coming on and be able to go, okay, like, you know, I drank something weird in the last like fucking, you know, half hour or some shit. Like it's, you know, that's not something I'm not aware of. And like the thing about tripping really hard on mushrooms or acid or something like that is like, you're not seeing the things you're seeing. Your brain is telling you you're seeing the things you're seeing. And it's one of these things where you can remember the hallucinations and they don't look like hallucinations. They don't look like the things that you thought you were seeing. They look like ripples. It's just your brain is, damn it, making connections that it's not supposed to. And so your visual information is fucking up. And the brain tries to cope with that and starts like going, oh, okay, this jumble of shit that you're seeing has to be this. It fits this pattern. And there's no better information coming in for it to balance out.
Oh.
Stop the U.S. forces from conquering
Dun,
every
dun, 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 dun. It's a troop carrier.
Just about like, the only thing you can talk about when you are that fucking high on like something is how high you are. Especially if you weren't ready. Like if you were completely unprepared for how batshit high you were gonna get, all you were going to do is go, holy shit, I'm fucking high.
Oh, I nearly got him.
Midnight Gospel would be an interesting one. No, like, it was like the first time I did mushrooms. It was like, you know, there was just like, I want mushrooms, and my dad's second cousin got me fucking, you know, this fucking foil ball about the size of my fist full of mushrooms. You know, and there were like, I don't know, 20 or something fucking things in there. And I didn't know what a dose was. I didn't know what mushroom, it was just like, you take mushrooms, and that was it.
Whoa!
And so, without any better information, I decided to eat the whole damn thing. I mean, that's that thing that, I tend to just finish my plate anyway. So it's just like, well, I haven't finished. You know? I mean, like, stop. I've not completed drugs.
Have I won drugs yet?
Yeah. And holy shit! God almighty. It fucks with your sense of, like, your ability to perceive what is you and isn't. Like, that's one of the wild ones. Like, because you've got a sense of where you are physically. That's it. Part of the extra senses you have, like proprioception, a few other things, that let you coordinate your body without having to think about it. And all of that just goes batshit. And so you'll sit on a couch, and that sense of what is you will extend to the couch. So you can't tell where you fucking end of the couch begins and shit. And that.
Yes, thank you, sir.
That just fucking, that, I can understand exactly eating chips and thinking they're made of electricity. But yeah, like, second I read that, I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Crunch, these are electricity. Like, I had them other times with people around who are also high, and that was fun. There's just being the highest you've probably ever been ever, and like, to this day, by yourself at the age of 16 on like a rainy Sunday in Brisbane in fucking, 1999 is, no, that's not on anybody's list, I was like, oh yeah, it'd be fun. So they all want to get fucked up and go to like fucking Burning Man or some fucking shit.
With the dog!
Although I probably wouldn't want to go to Burning Man, that place is crazy. Yeah, I went outside because I decided, like, and again, like, you got no idea how bored you could be on a Sunday in Brisbane in the 90s, Dad didn't even have dial-up internet, for what
That's
good
bullshit.
that was,
I can't break its window.
Hey, you, come down here.
Like,
hey, you. Oi, stop it. Because for a while I was listening to music and it was fine, but then it because there's a thing with drugs where you're coming up, and then there's a point where you're at where usually you like the plateau, and that's the fun part, and then you come down and you go back to normal, and that's drugs. That's how all of them work. Up or down, regardless of what they're doing exactly, there's a, here comes the effect, there goes the effect. And the effect kept going up. And it went up a lot. I was like, oh, this is fun. And then, I was like, yeah, I'm seeing, this is nuts. I'm feeling weird things. This is all good. And then I'm like, okay, this must be like, because I'm really fucked up. This must be like the fucking, this will be it. And it just kept on going. And like, and again, the problem is you got no frame of reference. Like, so subsequent times, I was better able to, not get anxious because you knew it was like, oh yeah, this is gonna end. Like, this is the thing. I've walked down this road before. It's fine.
Fucking I see all of yous.
But yeah, so I was like just bored and high as fuck and just not knowing what I was supposed to do. I didn't have anyone else high around that I could giggle at. There was just like fucking Aussie Rules on TV and Jesus wept.
You wanna shoot the seagull?
Yeah, try. And so like I'm glad I didn't get past the driveway, to be honest, because like the fucking video store I was thinking of walking to was in Ashgrove, which is like 4 suburbs away. And this was before phone maps, I didn't even have a fucking mobile. So it was just be like, I would have been picked up by the cops. Like, that's a thing that would have happened. I'd have fucking gotten like somewhere into fucking Kelvin Grove, freaked the fuck out, gotten lost, maybe wandered onto a fucking busy goddamn road, who knows. But yeah, I went up and, again, the brain has lines in itself that gives you a conception of you and other. And when that's gone, like gone, and you look up and look at stars and your brain goes, those are like the sun, but like so far away that it takes, imagine, like, look at the sun and how fucking small it is. And that's like the biggest thing, like, nearby. I was just like, oh, I'm trying to download like the universe into a thumb drive that is my fucking brain. And this is like, well, can't cope with that.
Take what you need. Here, might be useful.
I mean, there probably is something dark and, you know, a Fleetwood Mac song. It's Fleetwood Mac.
Mac
It's like-
attack. Oh,
A band built around cocaine and breakups.
you can go your own way.
Great song.
Fucking.
Stay back.
Why me?
I think the first line of that song is "Loving you isn't the right thing to do," which goes to my fucking point.
We have full control.
Who can forget that classic fucking Fleetwood Mac song? We shouldn't be rooting.
Don't try to
Most sectors on the battlefield.
I don't think I've ever done DMT. I think I unknowingly had opium once.
keep away
I
from
don't think I've done DMT. I'm pretty sure I remember that. I remember for one of those Twitter comedy things a while back, I came up with a video game themed band of Fleetwood Mac, which I'm still quite proud of.
Take this for you.
Doing my taxes.
Stay at my position.
Come on.
What the fuck is going on with that guy? Is he like playing? What the fuck? Shoot him again. See, now he's playing like someone's actually shooting at him.
I'm
you know?
fucking pissed.
That was bullshit.
Need to reload.
Go your way.
Med supplies. Use them.
Oh god.
Now, $64,000 question. Is my driver a mongtard?
Oh god.
Not liking this one, champ.
Dude, it's on fire.
Wear hair. I don't think we'll be letting you drive. I saw most of Halloween Kills, yeah.
Whoa!
Jesus wept, that's some fucking army time. Like, I think I got like 20 minutes or something of it to go.
Shit.
I mean, I think it's cluttered. I don't think it's as good as Halloween, or, you know, the fucking most recent fucking Halloween movie called Halloween.
The enemy is short on resources.
I did like in the beginning, though, when fucking Michael kills one of the cops, and just, it's this big guy runs into another human being at full speed. And he's really fast, really heavy, really focused, and surprisingly quiet. And in that one little thing, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of this make sense.
Please beginning attack on Alpha 3.
Yeah, look.
I mean, you know, any major city in Australia has a drug scene of some description, and to be honest, a lot of the shittier places have better drug scenes because there's an inversely proportional relationship between the quality of the town and the quality of its drugs.
Down one of them.
And, you know, if you're in that more experimental mode, you know, as a youth, probably find some. I know Japan's real strict.
Throw grenade. Med supplies on the ground.
What got you?
Hostiles control Foxtrot sector.
Heart disease, unfortunately.
I bet it was that guy.
Hostiles invading
I need-
our objectives.
Heart disease should be a thing that happens.
If his name was Heart Disease, I would have lost my shit. It's actually a really good name, though. You were killed by heart disease.
Captured by US.
If it's diabetes, why don't we call it heart disease?
Come on, where? Oh no, it's where?
I love that you keep getting paired up with this butt knuckle in his, you know, fucking deathmobiles.
To our attack.
Yeah.
We have lost an objective.
What is happening there?
Hostiles invading Alpha 3.
US forces have claimed Alpha
Yeah.
They're abandoning the fight.
As a game to play, it's pretty good. Pretty fun. It needs a little optimization, but the GeForce drivers haven't dropped for it yet because it's
I was gonna say
early
yeah,
access.
Spectacular.
Till the
Your
9th.
machine should not be stuttering.
Yeah, but that's just like it's 128 players, so that's
true.
I understand that, and also yeah, like the full game comes out on the 19th. Well, the game's out now, but like
For the normals.
well, I'm not normal. I've just got the EA Pro subscription, so it's just that's what I do because I'm not gonna buy the new game. I'll just pay the proscription of the $20 for the month, and then it's like I don't play these games long term anymore.
Nah.
They're like you have to play to keep up, otherwise, especially in Australia, our online scene for these sorts of things, there's so many good players, and they religiously play. If they like the game, they'll just stick to it. Like I went back and tried and played through all the old Battlefields before this came out, and Battlefield 4, there was still quite a lot of people, but then I tried like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, and I just got smacked in those two. And you could just tell that those people have just been playing those.
No, I love long-term competitive games like that because that's all it is. Like it is just, hardened nut bars. Like me with Third Strike, my friend with fucking Jagged Alliance, which still has a very dedicated online community of people who still refer to themselves as East German.
Hello, gang. Have you seen Chris?
I can still do the Stephen Hawking impression.
Nah, the fucking throat singing fucked it up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
I
we
can
hope
still
you
do the
have
Stephen Hawking impression.
enjoyed the
Impression.
Battlefield game.
Impression.
We need to go watch some
Get that low again.
Butsus and do some
Butt soup.
more recording tomorrow. So we will catch you and bid you
Oh,
a
fuck me. Someone got a
good
3080.
night. Take care.
I had to get a
See you
3070.
Next time. Good night. Good luck. Spay and neuter your pets.
Or Kyber.